Hello everyone and welcome back to Troublesome Trucks and the 34th episode of Crash City Requested. And today the request is by Train Story, and they requested a 6-engine free-for-all of Arthur, Duncan, or I have Dirty Duncan because I don't think he's been in a Crash City to date, so he's here. And we have Dennis, Flying Scotsman, Luke, and Porter. It'll be the best out of 7 rounds, so without further ado, let's dive right in. And round 1 is all set up, so here we go. Flying Scotsman leading off, and we have Dirty Duncan. Let's refer to him as Duncan. Just to simplify things, we have Luke. Now Arthur, Dennis. Ooh, a couple close ones with Duncan there. And Porter. We have Dennis. Oh, Luke is down. Oh, Dennis takes himself out. Oh, Arthur and Duncan are caught up. Arthur got his front wheels knocked off the tracks. Porter was kind of helped Duncan out there, but Arthur is now down. We have Porter, Flying Scotsman, and Duncan. Flying Scotsman is pushing on Porter. I think he might fall off on the points. Oh no, he stayed on quite well. Duncan is on kind of opposite side of the track, but I think they are getting closer and closer, so we'll see if this can settle the three-way tie we're having at the moment. Another round or two, and there will be a collision. Just trying to decide who will survive it. That is going to be the tricky part. I'd kind of say Flying Scotsman at the moment. I think Porter and Duncan are going to collide, and Flying Scotsman just might be able to survive it. Oh, Duncan's down. Porter actually survived it, and Flying Scotsman is still pushing him. So, it looks like we're going to have to go into a tiebreaker on the first round. So, just hold on 1 second. The trucks are all set up and the engines are ready to go. So, here they are. 3, 2, 1. They are off. Flying Scotsman a little bit faster. So, let's see if that is helps or hurts him. Oh, but Porter is stronger and is pushing Flying Scotsman back. Oh, we got trucks down. Oh, flatbed down as well as Flying Scotsman. Porter and his 2 trucks remain. Flying Scotsman was faster, but Porter was stronger and pushed him and his trucks off the tracks. Well done, Porter. I guess as a shunter, he would be more familiar with trucks, but Flying Scotsman doesn't have his tender, so maybe that was a factor too. So, anyway, okay, another truck down. All right. Well done, Porter. You get the first point, and we'll write that down. Porter, 1 point on the board. Everyone else, 0. But it's only the first round and tiebreaker, so we still have 6 more rounds to go. So round 2 will be next. And Porter, so winner of last round, that starts round 2. In goes Arthur, Dennis, and Flying Scotsman, Luke, and Duncan. Oh, Luke down already. Oh, Arthur, Dennis, and Flying Scotsman get into a collision. Dennis is definitely out. Flying Scotsman and Arthur have wheels off it. Now they're stalled on the cross track as Duncan rear ends Flying Scotsman, and Porter, oh, sideswipes them. Oh, Duncan and Porter are both down. Arthur and the Flying Scotsman are, well, Flying Scotsman's half on the tracks and Arthur's wedged between 2 sides, but none of them are really moving. I think Arthur moved a little bit, but wasn't really on the track, so I think Porter took out Duncan and was the last one going, so I think once again Porter will take take the point. So he's on 2 points. He is doing quite well so far, but we'll have to see if the other engines can start catching up to him. So let's go on to round 3. And this time Duncan will lead off the round. Now Luke, Porter, Flying Scotsman, Dennis, and last but not least, Arthur. Oh, Porter into Dennis. Oh, Porter's finally down. We will have a new winner. Dennis is sideways. Arthur has held up Flying Scotsman. Luke's trying to get through. Oh, he has a wheel off. And now Duncan's stuck. Oh, Luke somehow righted himself. There's a weird shape forming in the middle. And Luke is rear-ended Duncan, and Duncan is stuck on the rear end of Arthur, who's caught Flying Scotsman. But Luke was the last one going, so he was trying to spin in his wheels, but surprised they're not able to tip Arthur over. He is holding strong. But it looks like Luke, the little Irish narrow gauge engine, will be the next engine to get a point on the board. And there he is. And Porter winning streak has been dethroned. So now Luke has a chance to catch up with him. But we'll see what everyone else does. Round 4 coming up next. And in goes Luke. There we go. Now it is Flying Scotsman, Arthur, Porter. Oh, Flying Scotsman's caught up to Luke. Dennis. Oh, Flying Scotsman has wheel off. Oh, he's down. Oh, Dennis almost gets Arthur. Close calls. Oh, Duncan is going for Porter. Just clips him, but everyone is still on the tracks except for the Flying Scotsman. Oh, Duncan's going at Porter again. Oh, but Duncan gets the worst of it, and his front wheels are off. Oh, Duncan is finished by Dennis. Oh, Porter into Luke. Oh, they're both down. Now it's Arthur versus Dennis. Neither have points on the board, so this could be good. But they're kind of on opposite sides of the track, so looks like another tiebreaker will be in order to decide the winner of round 4. So let's transition to that. All right, the tiebreaker for round 4 is Arthur versus Dennis. And they are off, and Arthur is a little bit faster, but I think Dennis models are usually pretty strong too, but oh, and it's a lockup. Man, they are nothing, no motor noise or nothing. They are just stalled on the tracks, so it looks like I'll have to try and reset this again. I have a feeling we may have to go to an old tiebreaker round and eliminate one of these on a technicality, but there they go again, a switch of tracks. Arthur around in the bend and has got his first truck and is rammed into Dennis and is spinning his wheels. But seems to be no good, and once again they are stalled, but from the looks of it, Dennis's trucks are bunched together and are slightly leaning, and I think this could go on all day, so it's going to be very close and a very fought battle, but Arthur was trying to turn his wheels and push even more, so it's going to be close, but we're just going to barely have to give it to Arthur. It's a very close matchup, but Arthur takes the point for round 4, and we are now moving on to round 5. And Arthur will take off first in round 5, followed by Porter, Duncan, Dennis. Now Flying Scotsman. And Luke. Oh, yeah, Flying Scotsman just rear-ending Duncan, but they are both okay. Oh, Luke. Oh, he tries to take out Dennis and Flying Scotsman. Duncan tries the same, but they both met similar fates. Flying Scotsman has a wheel off. Dennis was absolutely just a tank through that. Now Flying Scotsman has met his match already. And we have Arthur, Porter, and Dennis. Dennis probably annoyed he didn't get the point last round. Arthur and Porter both have points on the board. Porter has 2, and it looks like there could be a collision. Ooh, very close. Could Arthur get a second point? Dennis is first, or Porter his third? Oh, just very nearly. I think maybe this time. Oh, Porter's out. Arthur or Dennis, who will take this victory? I think they're going to collide in just another lap or two. But Dennis kind of took out Luke and Duncan, so with a little help from Flying Scotsman. So I think he has a pretty good shot, but Arthur is shown himself to be a pretty good fighter, and they are collided. Oh, wow, Dennis, I think he is quite a weighty model. His Tomian Trackmaster version, so I think using that to his advantage, and Arthur is kind of crawled on top of Flying Scotsman. Let's just see what happens when Dennis rounds the bend. Oh, and Arthur finished. Dennis gets his revenge. And his first point all at the same time. How lovely. So, Porter 2, Arthur 1, Luke 1, and Dennis 1, Flying Scotsman and Duncan 0. We still have 2 rounds left, so still a lot of things that could happen. So let's go on to round 6. And here goes the winner of the last round, Dennis, followed by Luke, then Duncan, Flying Scotsman, Arthur. Ooh, Luke just clipped Flying Scotsman. And Porter. Oh, Duncan into Arthur. Arthur is down. Now Porter is collided. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and Dennis takes out Luke. And Porter and Dennis are both on the track. Oh, Dennis is out. Porter, he's dancing a little bit, but just can't seem to move forward any, so he's stuck on Duncan. So it looks like Dennis, 2 rounds in a row. It looks like the real story here is going to be between Porter and Dennis. Might have to have a tiebreaker if one of them doesn't win the next round. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in round 7, finale round. And for the last round, starting us off is going to be Duncan because he hasn't won a round, so why not? Now Flying Scotsman, the other engine without a point. Now Porter, Luke, and Dennis, and Arthur. Oh my goodness, Dennis tried to take down Porter, but it didn't really work. Porter and Flying Scotsman are now collided. Oh, they're both down. We have Luke, Arthur, and Duncan. Duncan does not have a point. Arthur or Luke could get a second point, and then we could have a 3-way tie. That's going to be could be very interesting. Arthur is now pushing Luke around. Oh, Porter getting a little caught up there. Now Duncan's going to try and take one of them out, or both. Oh, Arthur's down. Oh, and so is Duncan. Luke prevails. And now we have a 3-way tie. I think this only happened one other time. But Porter, Luke, and Dennis all have 3 points. So it looks like we're going to have to go to a 3-way tiebreaker. Stay tuned. Alright, so if you're new to this, what we do, we have 3 engines. So we're going to have Dennis, Luke, and Porter. So first it's going to be Dennis and Luke facing up. Then it'll be Luke and Porter, and then Porter and Dennis. And whoever wins the most whoever gets the most wins will be the winner. So here we go. Dennis, go. And they're similar speed. Dennis slightly faster. But it's not all about speed, it's about strength, and it is a lockup. So, looks like it's going to be a reset for this one. Alright, let's try this again. Switch tracks, and they are off again. Who will win it? And they got their trucks, and once again it's a lockup, but I think we need to call a winner eventually. But so I think I just saw Dennis's wheels turn in a little bit after he collided with Luke, so it's a pretty petty qualification, but I think we're just going to allow Dennis to go through, so he gets 1 point. So now it's going to go on to Luke versus Porter. Porter versus Luke is set up, so let's see if this can be any more definitive. Porter faster, but we'll see if that makes any difference for him. And he is going, and once again he's spinning his wheels. Luke is not. So it seems to be a stalemate, but Porter is turning his wheels, so I feel like that means he is stronger. So I think and not sure, Luke's trucks look a little bit bunched up and slightly off, so I think Porter just barely wins again. So for the finale tiebreaker, it's going to be Porter versus Dennis. Alright, let's see who gets this. Porter versus Dennis, and go. So, Porter and Dennis, let's see, will we have a conclusive tiebreaker? And once again, Porter is spinning his wheels. And he's slowly, ever so slowly pushing Dennis. I'm not sure if you saw, he was just moving a little bit, inching forward. Dennis locked up, but I think Porter, once again, he's just spinning his wheels, and he was pushing. He's I think you can just barely see him inching forward. He's just very slightly, but Porter, we are going to declare the winner. Wow, what a hard fought tiebreakers all around today. So, but Porter is going to be declared the winner, so let's get them in the middle for a final photo shoot and recap. And the winner is Porter. A very tight Crash City. We had a bunch of tiebreakers, and Dennis and Luke, most of them were stalemates, but Porter, we're going to declare the winner. He was just really solid throughout, and Dennis and Luke each got 2 points. Porter got 3. Then Arthur got 1, and unfortunately Duncan and Flying Scotsman got 0. Both got knocked out pretty early most times in the final round. Oh, it's not focusing, but Duncan was in the top 3, so I guess that's something. So here's the final scoreboard, and Porter just barely managed to win it, though it's not the most conclusive, but we are going to go through with that, and the final decision, Porter the winner. So hope you enjoyed this Crash City Requested on a Saturday. Just trying to get a couple more of these out, so might have a couple more next week too. So anyways, I'll see you tomorrow for the next Crash City Requested, and this is Troublesome Truck signing out. Goodbye.